This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for April 11, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.16 points or 0.04% to 407.61. Total trade volume was up to 57,114 shares changing hands at a total value of 287.5 million real or over $73,000. On the main board, 5 stocks were up. Leading the market was Pestech Cambodia, up 3.11% or 80 real to 2,650 real per share, followed by Grand Twins International, which was up 1.27% or 80 real to 6,360 real per share. Other stocks also up were Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, Akleda Bank, and MJQ Education. On the downside, Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ was the biggest loser of the day, down 0.92% or 20 real to 2,150 real per share, followed by Cam GSM, which dropped 0.41% or 10 real to 2,410 real per share. Phnom Penh Autonomous Port was also down 40 real to 14,000 real per share. Meanwhile, Sihanoukville Autonomous Port remained flat. Over on the growth board, both stocks were down. JS Land dropped 0.64% or 20 real to 3,100 real per share, while DBD Engineering was down 0.48% or 10 real to 2,090 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 28,957 shares changing hands at a total value of 204 million real or over $5,200, about 51% of Friday's trade volume. MJQ Education recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 17,349 shares changing hands at a total value of 36.7 million real or over $9,300, approximately 30% of April 11th's trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD weakened slightly to 4,006 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was down to 99.22. Looking at global commodities, oil prices were stable on Friday, but on track for their second weekly loss in a row against a backdrop of investor concern over the burgeoning trade war between the United States and China. Brent crude futures were down 3 cents or 0.05% at $63.30 US dollars a barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate crude futures were up 2 cents or 0.03% at $60.09 US dollars. Brent and West Texas Intermediate are poised to register weekly declines of 3.5% and 3% respectively, having both lost about 11% last week. Brent dipped below $60 a barrel at one point this week for its lowest since February 2021. Safe Haven Gold surpassed the key $3,200 mark for the first time on Friday, spurred by a weaker dollar and economic concerns due to an intensifying trade war. Spot gold jumped over 1% to $3,214.92 US dollars an ounce after hitting a record high of $3,219.84 US dollars earlier in the session. Bullion is up over 5% so far this week. US gold futures climbed nearly 2% to $3,233.80 US dollars. Stock futures rose early Friday as investors look to close out a volatile week punctuated by sharp swings for the major averages. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, S&P 500 futures added 0.65%, while Nasdaq 100 futures rose 0.75%. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 196 points or 0.49%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for April 11th. Have a great Khmer New Year holiday.